I recently woke up in Skyrim and found myself homeless with someone else's pee in my pants. The town I woke up in is Dawnstar. Here in my alleyway, we've got plenty of firewood to sleep on, of course, bushes to use as blankets, and neighbors who cook beef stews every week. They don't give it to me, I just dig it out of the trash. But unfortunately for my hobo lifestyle, this town also has perpetual snow, frost trolls and saber-tooths surrounding the village, a cult in town that the leader of the village ignores, and just a little thing, there's also a Daedric curse over this town that causes everybody here to have extreme nightmares every single time we sleep. My last one wasn't too bad, though. That's a 2 out of 10 on the Leo Living Meter. This is basically Memphis, Tennessee with snow. Today I'm helping you and myself find the best place to live in Skyrim. Now this place is pretty hit or miss, so we're looking for a decent spot to retire with a nice community, some amenities, a fiance we hate, and confidence a flesh-eating monster of some kind won't crawl in through our chimney. We won't be covering every city, because if I'm being honest, half of the big cities like Markarth or Riften are more dangerous than being in a Waffle House past 8 p.m. Now, my car and tour guide Jeepington got left behind in Cyberpunk. So for today, my tour guide and cameraman is going to be Lego Gandalf.
Yes, very happy to be here. With you all.
You have no camera presence.
I know hobbits taller than you, bitch.
Now I know what you're thinking. Whiterun has to be...
You need potions.
Excuse me?
Try Arcadia's cauldron. What do you
Hello?
need?
Why are you asking him and not me? What if I need something? You're probably thinking, Whiterun has to be at least the safest place to live. I mean, it's got massive walls, an army, a guild of warriors. Even on the living side, it looks great. Plenty of amenities like gorgeous town centers with markets, taverns, and shops of all kinds. Like this one. What do you do here, ma'am?
I sell cures for all ills, and I'll be happy to serve you.
Well, Gandalf here looks like a f***ing Lego. Do you think he can fix that? Perfect's on the outside until you're made aware of what's not on the travel pamphlet. This city is at war with the Stormcloaks, making it inevitable that you end up in the middle of it. And even if you escape the city amidst that war, it's flat as a plank out there, so you're getting spotted no matter what. And that's doubly horrible for another reason. This place is a magnet for dragons, so if you're not air-fried in your cozy little cabin, you will be turned into eco-friendly mulch when they catch your ass outside. So while for a time you may be living in what seems to be a little utopia, nature will balance that shit out real quick. I'm gonna give this place... Gandalf, flip the camera, it's facing you.
Oh yes, my apologies.
Thank you. I'm gonna give this place a solid 5 out of 10 on this sacred statue that's been untouched for 1,000 years. Until now. Alright, Gandalf, what's the town you said you bought that shitty outfit at again? Alright, let me adjust my accent real quick for this place. Now, Mothel comes fitted with some pretty cozy amenities. A nice fishing lake to do a little pondering, an inn/tavern with live music and food, and a lumber mill and alchemy shop to work at. I chose to work at the alchemy shop, where... we sell a variety of potions and ingredients. It's also literally just like a nice secluded location, so you don't have to worry about, bandits getting you or a war coming through here at any point in time. But you may have noticed it's pretty grey and gloomy out here, and that's nature's way of warning you. For starters, because of the recent war, everyone in the village has trauma and is extremely unsociable. Would you agree, sir? That's a camera. Even the kids are scarred. The 2 little ones behind me lost their mother in a house fire and still think she's coming back. Remind me not to invite that little bloke to my birthday party. He's gonna kill the vibe. But not only are you stuck living with people who listen to Lana Del Rey and cry all day, you also have the cast of Twilight surrounding the f***ing village. Vampire attacks are frequent out here because its location, atmosphere, and lack of residents make it easy pickings. In fact, a vampire seduced and manipulated the husband of the lady that was burned alive and convinced him to start the house fire that killed her. Yeah, it's a real buggy spot, innit? So while this place is cozy and secluded, it's that way for the same reason a Reddit user's basement is. Depression and imaginary women. That's a 3 out of 10 because I fancy the fishing here. Alright, Gandalf, where to next? My producers wanted me to go inside the college, but I refused. So they sent a production assistant in to show me it was safe. A portal opened up inside his body, and a lizard man crawled out. Then all the students started clapping. Living in that building is like having a college dorm in a magical nuke silo. Something my intuition tells me would maybe not be safe. Now, this town might not look like much, especially from the outside. The forest outside the village is full of... What was it again, Gandalf? Read the list.
Wolves, trolls, bears, spriggans, necromancers, and vampires. More of them.
So you'd think, oh, okay, everyone here is screwed. But in reality, this town sees very little action. All the activity in the woods outside it remain pretty much where they are. It doesn't really have any walls around it or any real defenses, but for some reason it basically stays untouched, as if nothing out there feels the need to attack. It's also pretty cozy. It has a tight-knit community and all the same amenities as most villages, like a tavern, an inn, and some shops. There's no crime because there's so little residents that everyone knows everyone. There's no gangs or syndicates running the town like they are in Riften. It's not too visually exciting or exciting in general, but if you're fine with settling down peacefully and just having all the basics, this is a pretty great spot to do it. So I'm plugging this in at 7 out of 10 on the Leo Living Meter. Alright, Gandalf, sing it.
In my solitude.
Solitude is as stable as it gets for a larger capital in Skyrim. It is also possibly the most well-developed city in Skyrim. A kingdom literally on a cliff with a massive wall surrounding it, a huge guard presence, and no nearby threats like Forsworn or any nearby dragon lairs. It has tons of shops, colleges, libraries, artists, and philosophers, so if you want to raise a successful kid or learn to become one yourself, this is the place. The weather here is also perfect. Rather than being super snowy or super gray, it's a pretty mild climate. You also have a port beneath the city to fish, trade, or escape if necessary. But all of these pros come at a price. While you're safe from outside dangers, there are a lot more on the inside. For starters, the first thing you see when you enter is an execution, because they do not play about politics or religion around here. Especially due to the heavy Thalmor presence within Solitude. These guys have crazy pull and can get you sent to a prison cave for saying anything they even remotely dislike. Solitude is also the heart of the Imperial side of the war against the Stormcloaks, which means war will eventually find its way here. This also means that in times of peace, Solitude is a target for spy activity and sabotage that you could get caught in the middle of. It's like moving into a drug dealer's house before a police raid. You gotta worry about the crackheads inside the house and also the police coming in after. So while it benefits from being such a powerhouse of a civilization, it's not invincible. But there are a lot of pros even though you're living on thin ice in this place, so I'm gonna give it like a 6.5 out of 10. And now our final location. Nothing crazy, it's just... Now this temple is absolutely the safest place in all of Skyrim. Here you'll be living amongst monks called the Greybeards. Hey Gandalf, they kinda look like you.
Do you think they'd like me?
No, I don't. With gorgeous views and total peace, there's no dragons, no bandits, no war. There's nothing here that could harm you, but there's also nothing to do. It is exactly what it looks like. You freeze to death on the outside and get bored to death on the inside. There's no food, there's no amenities. The monks here don't even smoke weed, man. They're just chilling raw. But out of respect for the elderly, I will rate this fairly. 2 out of 10.
We should leave. One of the monks just started floating.
Alright, now that we've analyzed our options, let's put together our top 5. At number 5, I'm gonna place Dawnstar. My time there was short-lived and for good reason. There's a nice coastal location, but demonic nightmare curses, cults, and being surrounded by giant monsters makes that a little hard to appreciate. At number 4, we're gonna place Morthal. Now, it's definitely not a very welcoming, safe, career-progressing, or fun place to be, but at least you can fish. And now, our top 3. Whiterun, Falkreath, and Solitude. At number 3, please don't assassinate me, Thalmors. I'm putting Solitude. While it's extremely safe from outside threats, the Thalmor's oppression, watching your every move, and disappearing people who speak out against it make it a terrifying place to live for too long. And not only that, but even small infractions and mistakes mean you're getting executed. So you're living under constant stress by the location itself. And our final 2, Falkreath and Whiterun. Both of these places have the opportunity to be the best place to settle down in Skyrim, but only one can have that title. And the real decider in a place like this, unfortunately, is going to be safety. While Whiterun, can you say that? While Whiterun? Holy shit. Has those massive walls and an army, there's nothing that can do in the face of a dragon attack or even another army. Because of the nature of the war, this place is a major target, which makes it extremely unideal for extended living. And while Falkreath has that freaky forest around it, the village itself is fine. It's a little boring and uneventful, but in a place like Skyrim, that's all you can hope for. So ladies and gentlemen, if you've moved into Falkreath, you'd have found the best place to live in Skyrim. Alright, thank you for watching. We just activated memberships on the channel here, so if you want another way to support, that's a cool way to do it. Be sure to join the Discord and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.
Won't you give me so